Okay, and we are live. Good afternoon. Welcome to the January 1st, 2021 episode of Strawbunny Slime Streams. I'm your host, Strawbunny Slime, aka Mocha. First off, Happy New Year, everyone. I know that last year was a bit of a cluster. Hopefully this one will be looking up, but I don't want to say too much on that subject, just in case there's any sort of bad luck trying to rear its ugly head and waiting for an opportunity for that. Today's game is going to be more Hollow Knight. I picked this one up, when was it? Back on the 24th, I think? I believe it was the 24th. I played through 3 hours of Hollow Knight because it is one of the best games I've ever played. I have some very strong emotional feelings about it. What did we do last time? I think we made it all the way to the Hornet encounter, the first one anyway, which is neat. I really like Hornet. I'm looking forward to getting to see more of her. We still don't know exactly what we're doing in Hollow Knight, though. We just know that there's bugs everywhere, stuff to fight, and yes, Silksong. Silksong, I'm looking forward to it. For anyone not aware, Silksong is the sequel to the first Hollow Knight. They just talked a little bit about it in the latest issue of Edge magazine, and I'm delighted to hear they're still working on it. I would be surprised if they weren't, but we haven't heard pretty much anything from the dev team since 2020. It turns out, understandably enough, they are very busy working on the game. But without any further ado, let's get back into it. Need to actually boot the game up. I'm very good at planning this stuff, huh? I can't think of a single frame of this game that I don't absolutely love the look of, or especially the sound of. I just need to sit on this screen for a little bit. What title screen? You mean the one I used to use of my favorite character in the entire game? Yes, I absolutely adore them. Okay, let's get back into it. Now that we've had a little bit of time for the music to gel. So where was I? We just dealt with Hornet, which means I can dash now. This is a very pretty bench. Well, more specifically, a very pretty location for a bench. Where am I? Fog Canyon is down below. Right. There's this spot way off to the right that I'm seeing that I don't know if I've explored in any proper detail yet, and I think it behooves me to find out. Aw. I love the little squeaky noises they make. Just gonna pause for a second. Check to make sure I actually... Yeah, okay. Everything's up to snuff. You know, I've never actually played any of the Ori games, and one of these days I need to fix that. I've heard nothing but good things about them. I just have never had the energy to check them out, I guess. It's weird, too, because on Steam, it looks like I've got 2 copies of one of the, like, the first game in the series. I don't know which one to play. I think that's been my needless stumbling block for that. Okay, I have been over this way. I don't remember what stopped me from exploring further. Could have been that wall. Almost certainly was that wall. How? I mean, I know how. Yeah, I don't think I can get up past that yet. Nope. Alright. Back we go, then. Looks like that's about all I can explore of this area for now. Which is fine. There's another area I know of that I still need to check out. Come back. I did find a grub, yes. I've been, I'd like to imagine, pretty thorough in finding grubs. I have the, well, not quite the complete soundtrack, but as complete a soundtrack as they've ever officially released for this game. I bought it pretty much the moment I was done with the game. In fact, I might have even bought it before I was done with the game, and then just promised myself I wouldn't listen to any songs I hadn't already heard. I am head over heels in love with everything about this game. The art style, the characters, the world, the environments, just... God, look at this place, right? This dense overgrowth covering what appears to be worn-down ruins. And then there's these 2 poor fools. We don't know what the deal with them is yet. In fact, I don't think we ever get a concrete answer to that per se. Okay. Looks like there's a bit up and toward the right that I haven't checked out yet. You know what's kind of funny in hindsight is that one of the first priorities you should probably do in a Soulsborne game like this... Yeah, that's true. That's very true. Not to say that none of the important pieces are ever discussed, quite the opposite. All of the stuff that you really need is there. I have such a bad habit of running straight into those. I need to get reacquainted with their movement patterns. Or just shoot them. Either or. Assuming I don't miss my first strike. Oh. That was a lot more brutal than I meant to be. Yeah, typically the first thing you'd want to do in a Soulsborne game, thank you for reminding me of the train of thought that I was on, is go and upgrade your weapon. There is definitely a way to do this to do that in this game. Ironically, the first time I played this, I exhausted just about every other avenue before doing that. Like, everything that was within reach of me at the time, I did, and then I went and upgraded my nail. Boy. Soulsborne is usually a little bit tougher to deal with. Like, they are very, very similar concepts. A lot of backtracking just to get to new areas with abilities you didn't have before, that sort of thing. In a Metroidvania game, typically it's just like stuff gets progressively less difficult as you acquire more upgrades, to the point where most of what you're dealing with becomes manageable, or at least not super duper difficult. This is kind of a Metroidvania, but it's like Metroidvania meets Souls-like. They are conceptually similar genres, but the key difference is in details like difficulty in healing. Let's use that as an example. I'm going to hold the right thumbstick, and then I'm going to try healing, and you can just see for yourself what happens when I do that. I do it, but I stop moving completely for a few seconds while I heal. So healing puts you in a very vulnerable position, just like drinking an Estus flask in the Souls games. You have to, you know when the right time is in a boss's attack patterns just to heal in the first place, without just taking that damage again a moment later. Yes, that's a good way to describe it. Soulsborne games are very, very punishing until you figure out exactly what you're doing in them. They usually have a lot of complex mechanics that they won't go over in as much detail as you might like. Parrying, for instance, they're not just going to tell you, like, what's the exact right time to parry. You have to figure that out yourself through trial and error. This game actually has a parry system too. It is absolutely not necessary to complete the game at all. Another example is how hard everything can hit you in a Souls-like. Take my health, for example. You see how I have 5 masks of health? That just translates to a maximum of 5 hits I can take before I die. There are some enemies that'll actually deal 2 masks of damage to me instead of just 1, so if I'm not lucky, I could hypothetically die in 2 hits. Yes, there is a parry system in this game. It's very, very difficult to pull off. I've never done it intentionally, and I don't intend to start now. Oh no, I get why this spot's cut off. We've been here before. The parry system in this game definitely only applies to enemies that actually can strike you in the first place, like with a weapon. A weapon or maybe an extended claw, I don't know for sure. I really took damage from that. Anyway. The idea is, like, if you look at enemy attacks... Okay. If you look at enemy attacks, some enemies, when they strike, will have, like, a white slash mark, like that, to indicate they're attacking. If you attack at the exact same time that that slash mark comes out, you take no damage and you deal damage instead. Oh. Yeah, that's right. I can't get what you're hearing right now. We'll come back for that later. I've died more times on this stream than I thought I would playing this game, because I'd like to imagine I'm pretty good at this game at this point. But I say that about a lot of games where I end up making, I would say, rookie mistakes, but that's probably just me being overly hard on myself, as I am wont to do. I pronounce it won't, just to make it easier to discern what word I'm saying. That's true. Oh, see what I mean? Trying to heal there got me in trouble. Trying to show off here is going to get me in more trouble. Yep, there we go. Alright, so another key feature of a Souls-like is the fact that you respawn at the nearest checkpoint, but with some sort of penalty. For instance, I've just lost all my money until I go and get my... I guess you might call it... Actually, it's officially called a shade. I was going to say bloodstain, because that's basically what it is. But in this game, it's referred to as a shade. I've lost all my money, and until I go and get that back, I actually can't fill my healing gauge all the way up to its fullest. So that's the penalty they put on you here. The healing gauge, I call it that because it lets me heal, of course, but an important thing to note, it also lets me fire off my magic. If I don't have... Like, that's one of the neatest things about this game. One of the most interesting things about its healing system is that you have to make a conscious choice. Are you going to heal in this moment, or are you going to strike for additional damage? Because magic usually does much higher base damage than your nail will. But obviously, if you use it, that's about a third of your healing gauge gone in one cast. Yeah, the huge range is also very important. Most of your magic in this game has a very wide area of effect. Yeah, I remember your playstyle. Up this way, I believe. Yep. Oh, that's interesting. I've never actually done that successfully before, like, keeping that momentum. Alright, so we got our soul back, which means we are officially moving on back to the Forgotten Crossroads, I think. Seems like the most important place for me to be right now. Okay, just completely missed that swing. So how's everyone's New Year's been? So far, mine's been uneventful, but I'll take uneventful. You know? You worked, yeah. Wish you didn't have to. You should get New Year's off. That seems fair. That's about how I view it. I just figure maybe you do something special for New Year's. I'd say that counts as special, yeah. Though, then again, that's nice. That's coming from the perspective of someone who's never actually been to Taco Bell. Sounds good to me. Okay, so back here. Okay. I have an idea where to go. Your favorite charm. I don't know which one that is. Well, I mean, I'm sure I knew at one point, but it's been a while. Friends. I mean, there's a few charms that would qualify in that description. Yeah, let's just keep going this way. Oh! No, okay, I can always go in here. I forgot. Oh, you know what? Actually, I should go back while I have an opportunity. I just realized I'm not carrying 2,770 Geo around for nothing. There's a purchase I wanted to make. Hello, Zote.
Patamas, Geo.
Yes, yes. Patamas Geo to you too. There. That is a permanent upgrade. That means that we can now see in low light areas, which is very, very handy. You know, I may as well. Probably not an ideal purchase compared to, you know, a quarter of an extra bit of health or an extension of my soul vessel. But it's a key. It'll help. Everything helps, aside from rotten eggs. Rotten eggs don't help anyone. Zote helps everyone. Oh, I just figured out what frenzy we've been talking about. I don't actually remember the way to that. At least I'm pretty sure I'm... Oh, that's where this is. I can't really do anything about that yet, so I guess instead... Let's see here. Down and to the left. Just keep going left. Yeah, somehow I never went here, so let's see what this is even. Hold on. Okay, that looked like a secret wall. But it's not. Oh. Oh, I think I know where I'm going. Let me take a moment to go around the other way first. Aha. So now I just go down. Let's start by going this way, actually. Okay, nothing here for us yet. But down this way there is. Welcome to the fungal wastes. All the creatures here are adorable. Oh, I wish I remembered the exchange well enough to continue it. All I remember is decay exists as an extant form of life. It's down this way again? Right, yeah. Can't believe I forgot you cannot kill me in a way that matters. That's, like, the most iconic part of that whole dialogue. This what I think it is? Yes, it is. I can't possibly do a good voice for Leg Eater, so I'm just gonna... Don't try to sneak past me. I can smell you. Do you collect a lot of geo? Give me geo, and you can see something nice. Yeah, alright, why not? Let me show you then. Take a look. Do you want them? If you really, really want them, I'll trade them for more geo. More geo. Okay, so Leg Eater here, in addition to having the silliest spooky name in the entire game, also sells a very specific kind of charm. That's right, that's what they're called. I was going to say pin. Fragile Greed would be very, very handy, yes. So the fragile in the names for these is not misplaced. If you buy them and wear them and then die, they break, and you need to come back to Leg Eater here to have them repaired. Fragile Greed would be very, very handy to have. I do not have the money for it yet. You don't like to be hurt, do you? Or maybe you don't mind? Are you nice? If you're nice, you'll give me geo. Maybe you aren't so nice? Don't try to trick me. I'm not stupid. Beautiful, aren't they? These gifts I have. They're shiny and dangerous and lovely. I made them. Don't be jealous. Give me geo, and you can have one. Enough talking. You're jabbering. Annoying. Step over here and show me your geo. For the eagle-eyed viewers, you'll notice that this is a corpse. This is probably a corpse. That's definitely a corpse in the background there. That's a corpse. So basically, we shouldn't be trusting Leg Eater as, like, an actual person. Oh, and these are corpses. And yeah, that's actually a good point. The jabbering that Leg Eater is talking about is very funny considering our character never says a word. Nothing there. Sure, I believe it. These two. They were moshing. Didn't last long, but they were moshing. Oh, dang, a charm notch. From that? Really? Alright, that's actually really handy. One more charm notch means we can equip Mushroom. I like that. You see this bar that says notches in between the equipped and like the compass and gathering swarm and such. That means that any charm that we've got that costs up to 2 notches can be equipped. Technically, we can equip one that costs 3, but that would be tricky, to say the least. There's kind of an overcharm system in this game. If you equip more, you can equip a charm that costs more notches than you actually have available. If you do, you take double damage from all sources as long as you've got it equipped. And you can only do it with one. It's not? I love the noises these make. Oh. And then there's these stupid little, I guess they'd be infants that just kind of run away from you until they bump into a wall. I don't want to hurt them if I can help it. Okay, that just goes back around. Doesn't go anywhere. Except, I guess, a mush pit. I am going to call it a mush pit because you said mushroom, and that was very, very good, Scarf. Still don't have a map. I don't know why I keep hitting the map button. They're adorable, aren't they? Just back into the same room again. Oh yeah, those explode. All right. Okay. You know what? I'm just gonna go. I'm just gonna go. Learning, I guess. Relearning would be more apt. That one explodes too. Oh, hey. I recognize that. That piece of paper there. Before I go and check that out. Let's see if we can open this up. Ah, the Queen's Station. Oh! Isn't this something? I had not expected to discover so huge a stag station after that foggy descent. The bugs of Hollow Nest must have been an impressive lot, building such grand structures so far into these wilds. Seems the dangerous creatures about haven't yet made their way in here. It's the perfect place for a quick rest. Can you imagine this place in its time? Hordes of bugs traveling about the kingdom, stag bells ringing, the station bustling with activity and life. Now only our like even know it exists. That's a special thing, I suppose, to cherish these sights, even in their decay. I love how if you listen closely to the background, you can hear bells ringing and occasional crowd chatter. It's a spooky little detail. Is it that, just faintly, you can still hear the echo of the bells? See if I can turn the audio up. Just for a moment. I know, right? Is it? Okay. I guess set it to 5 then. There we go. Oh, come in search of treats, have you? I chanced upon a unique little fungus growing right above us. I found it only in this station, and the taste is just divine. I think she's actually a giraffe weevil, so good call. This place must have once been quite the hub, built at the border between the two lands. That misty drop to one side and those bulbous growths another. Neither place seems particularly welcoming, so while my little treats last, I think I'll stay right here. Feel free to stop by any time. Though I do like the quiet in this station, a little company is always good for one's health. I like Willow. I trust Willow. She just goes right back to eating when you're leaving. Let's see what else is down. The stag station is over there. Like the actual station. Okay. Alright, we can't access that yet. $120. Pricey by our standards, but always worth it to unlock these when you see them. You've opened several stag stations now, haven't you? I'm thankful for the opportunity to once more travel through the kingdom. As I visit more places, I feel my memories returning to me, like the stagways of my mind are running once more. Continue to open the stations and you'll have my deepest gratitude. Ah, this gladdens me. The Queen's Station has opened once more. This place was a bustling hub of travel, well placed for travelers visiting the outer edges of the land. You're quite the explorer to find this place. And now, back to, I guess, exploring. Everyone would die for last stag, and that's a fact. Oh, yeah. We are just straight up on the border with Fog Canyon here. I mean, we're in Fog Canyon now. I just mean the Queen's Station.
Oh, Bakura Finello.
Hello there, dearie. I was about to close up shop and run until you came along. I provide a banking service if you're interested. Losing one's geo is a terrible thing, and it's so much more likely if you carry it about on yourself. My vault is much more secure. In all my time as a banker, I've never lost a single geo. Maybe you'd considered opening an account?
Yeah, sure, why not? Yeah, of course.
Geo.
You're a smart one. Next time some dreadful beastie gets the best of you, you'll be glad to know your geo's safe within my my vault. Now let's do some banking.
Max balance of 4,500 geo, so let's...
Geo, Kalala.
Goodbye then. Stay safe.
Let's save up until we get, like, that much, 4,500. Okay, now let's follow this literal paper trail. Ah, my short friend, you've caught me at the perfect time. I'm just about finished charting these noxious caverns. Very territorial types make their homes within this area. I'd suggest avoiding them where possible. Further below, some strange, thin creatures gave me quite a scare. They seemed an intelligent bunch. In my youth, I'd have braved their caves, but I fear my matured physique wouldn't be able to outrun them were they to turn violent. Ah, darn. Alright. Oh, you don't have enough geo? I understand. I'd give you the map as a gift, but I don't think my wife would be very happy if I did. All our food is made of geo, as they say. So we need a little more money. These little bouncy bits I absolutely love. These are unique to the fungal wastes from my memory. Okay, now we're coming up on these. These bothersome types. Can't climb up there. Alright, Cornifer, you just sit tight here. I'll be back as soon as I can. Alright, I'll try not to die. Thank you for tuning in, Colt. Sleep well. Here. They can blow themselves up. I forgot about that. That up. And run. Well, maybe walk. Don't run. Okay, that can't go through walls. I forgot about that. We do have enough to go and get a map from Cornifer, so let's go take care of that. I don't remember what it is, but a little fun fact for you, Cornifer here is actually humming a song that exists somewhere in some video game. Okay, map of the area purchased. There's a potent odor about these caverns, and far worse for me, I suspect. My trunk is quite sensitive, whereas you don't seem to possess a scent organ of any kind. Is it that you cannot smell at all? Okay. Now we've got a slightly better understanding of the layout of the place. Only slightly, but still. It's better than nothing. We can't get over there. And we can't climb up there. I should probably heal because I'm on 3 hearts, so to speak. Why is it saying there's something down and to the left? Hold on. Okay, alright. No, yeah, okay. There is something down to the left, but it's past that wall we can't climb. I'm not great with directions, which is why I'm glad this game has not only a map, but an optional compass pin to indicate exactly where you are on the map at all times. That's just back the way I came. It looks like that's the only way I can go, though. A little bit back this way. Or I guess a long way back this way, actually. How do I get that? I go all the way back up to the top. Up here. I forgot about that. I can't actually pogo off these enemies like I can with some others. I just bounce off the cap of the mushroom when I try. So it looks like there's a path directly to the right here. There we go. I definitely don't need to be this thorough in clearing out enemies. I just like to get as much money as I can. Obviously. Who doesn't love money? Okay. Lesson learned, don't fire ranged attacks at those if they've already got a bullet out. Maybe this way? Oh. We remember the Elder. Well, I don't. It does look a little bit like blackberries. What is that noise? I feel like what is that noise isn't a... Oh! Aha! The tiny steps of a tiny creature. You got the look of an adventurer, so we've much in common. Searching for dangerous places, eh? Well, you're on the right track. Yeah, there we go. There we go. I think that's the accent. Searching for dangerous places, eh? Well, you're on the right track. A long-necked critter warned me of a tribe deeper down. Warrior sorts, so she says, and I'm itching for some serious combat. Keep sharp, my adventurous friend. Stay alive, and let's meet again on the road ahead. Same to you, Cloth. Stay safe. These, like, bouncy mushrooms really aren't helping with the whole blackberry thing, huh? They seem a little bit blackberry-ish in their own right. Okay, that just leads back this way. Interesting little shortcut question mark. Oh, Hornet. Hey, wait. Come back. Come back. Here ends the pilgrim's way. Hallownest's heart lays open before you. Proceed onward to share in its glory. Doesn't seem open to me. Nothing this way. So left is the only path we have. Saved another grub. Oh, that opens this door. Okay. Okay, don't think we want to be here, or at least we don't need to be here. Yeah, this is just a loop. I'm very good at directions. Also very good at dialogue. I love the environment design in this game. I just want to take a moment to point out another detail that here, that mention of this tribe down here seeming very intelligent, we can get indications of that by the fact that there are, like, other bug masks on pikes here. They are very specifically posting these, telling folks to keep out. Yeah. But they're everywhere once you realize they're there in the first place. In the foreground as often as the background. Wanderers seeking death, welcome. May you find swift end upon our claws. That's a warning if ever I've heard one. Are you sure that's bars? Does that count as bars? Appropriately mean enemy placement for a Souls-like, but bypassed if you just take this alternate route. Very, very clever environmental design. Like, enemy placement, that sort of thing. Because that one would be difficult to fight otherwise. Like, if you don't have the right timing for a pogo off of them, they're difficult enough. But the fact that that one doesn't have any room to pogo off of it means you either have to get really, really good at horizontal dodging, deal with it with some ranged attacks, or just bypass it altogether. And I appreciate that they give you the option to bypass it. So, somewhere around... Oh, I can't even climb back up now. Huh. Exactly. That's a really good point, actually, is if you die, there are plenty of ways to bypass enemies, so you don't have to deal with them again. Trying to remember if this is where we want to be yet. I don't think so. It can't hurt to take a look around first. Except, I guess, in instances where it can literally hurt to do that. Or at least hurt your character. Says there's a bench down here. Ah, sure enough. There it is. Now, I guess let's start by going this way instead. Because I'm curious to see what's this way. Oh. Someone in need of help. That's what's this way. Well, who are we if not the local help, right? And there's the Dash Master pin, which I think I used to swear by. Bearer will be able to dash more often as well as dash downwards. Yeah, I used to use that one all the time. And yet, no apparent way to help this person. I say this specifically trying to point out there's probably a hidden path here. Ta-da. And then, again, there's just no apparent way to them. So for now, we've actually done all we can in this room. I don't even remember off the top of my head if there is more to do. I feel like there ought to be, right? Rest at the bench for a moment. We can take this opportunity to equip some new pin. What do we want? What do we got? I could just equip Dash Master and be done with it. Or I could equip Soul Catcher, because that increased the amount of soul gained when striking an enemy with a nail, which means we're refilling our attacks and our healing quicker. Let's go for that one. I'm feeling good about dash speed right now. So now it seems like this is the only place we can go. Welcome to the Mantis Village. Well, I say welcome. Obviously they don't want us here. Yeah, their welcome involves trying to cut us in half. Mantis Customs. That opens that gate up there. Not particularly useful to us because we can't get up there. Unless there's maybe some longer way around. They do look a little bit like Bionicle masks. Clearly that's not what I was supposed to do for that. Well, I say clearly. There's no real clear, yes, you're supposed to do this, no, you're not supposed to do this to this game. This is probably a bit of a silly thing for me to acknowledge, but we can't get back up either of these two ways. And I appreciate that the path naturally leads us down to this with no way to get back up. Even from here, we have to take this glowy item. The Mantis Claw. While sliding against a wall, press A to jump again. We now have a wall jump. So the game just sort of naturally funnels you to that upgrade, and I think that's neat. Even if, you know, it's glowy, so you're naturally gonna want it in the first place. Who looks at a glowy object in a game like this and goes, no, I'll pass. Not for me, thank you. Yeah, advanced strategies. And Colt isn't here to comment further, but that little remark about if only you were X from Mega Man X, we basically are. We can wall jump and then immediately loop back around to the wall we just jumped from, and we do gain height from that. Oh. We can go back up this way. Weird little tree. Oh, but we can't go up here. I can't get up there even with the wall jump. And that's not me well, no. I was about to say something that would prove me, that I would utterly prove myself wrong on a little bit later. Oh yeah, this spot. I'm only just now realizing, but I think this is before we actually encountered any mantises, but yeah, this is before we encounter any mantises, but you can already see they've got, in the foreground, more of the masks on pikes here. The attention to detail in this game is mind-boggling, frankly. Before we head down, let's see if we can't rescue that poor trapped soul down at the bottom here. Or at least I presume they were at the bottom here? No, okay. Further down. All the way at the bottom, I believe. Yes. Yes. See if we can save this person now. Oh, sorry. I've got to say, frankly, impressed by the fact that we even have to go down a path like this just to save this person. How skilled do they have to be to have gotten all the way here alive?
Please don't leave me behind. You forgot about me? I knew you would. Everyone always forgets about me. Oh! Who are you?
Well, that's a good question, but I'd like to direct your attention to the fact that they had a weird orange miasma on them, and now it's gone, and they seem much more aware of their surroundings.
Your face. You're so... I'm sorry. I got lost. I don't know how I ended up here. You came here to rescue me? Bretta? The girl that everyone just ignores? Sorry, when I look at your face, I can hardly... I just can't believe you came all the way down here to rescue me. I didn't think anybody... Sorry, I mean, thank you. I mean, I'd better go back to town. I mean, I'd better get home. Thank you.
I don't know if there's anything else in this area that needs taken care of. I'm going to assume that Bretta was the only thing. But, you know, we saved someone. That's important. You know, I'm realizing that spot where Hornet ran off that we couldn't follow. I'm wondering if maybe we could go there now. Not that it's particularly crucial or anything to go there now. But I'm going to feel a temptation to do something dangerous if this next bit works out. Oh, you know, speaking of temptation, actually, we have this journal that I haven't been looking through at all. Details information about every enemy we've encountered so far. 9 more Mantis Warriors, all right. I'd like to fill that out before we do what I'm about to do next. I do not care to explain why, but it will become self-evident once we succeed at the next big task that I've got on the path here. So let's go ahead and take care of 9 more Mantis Warriors so that we unlock the full journal description for them. Where are you? There's one. 8 more. Seven more. You know what, though? I'm realizing I wouldn't say in a million years Bretta was unskilled in not being able to make it back out, because clearly there was something else going on there, or at least I would say clearly. But I will say it is a little bit strange that she never tried just going to the right. Because, I mean, there was that breakable floor that we passed by. I don't think... No, I'm headed away from the mantises now. Not finding any others, actually. Oh, there's one. I think that leaves 6 more. Yep, 6 more. That's the breader room again. Oh. 5 more. Four more. Three more. Two more. One more. No more. All right, now we can stop killing mantises. Hit the bench real quick, just to save again. Hey, Moose, good to see you. Happy New Year. Okay, so now that we've taken care of killing as many mantises as we needed to fill out the, It's been okay so far. The descriptions for these two here. Our next priority, this part of the floor opened up into a big pit. So let's go down the big pit. Okay, good. We can pogo off of those if we need to. Spikes in this game are not a one-hit kill, for anyone curious. They will deal damage to me and send me back to the nearest safe spot to stand, so that's why I'm trying to avoid them just the same. And I'm specifying spikes are not a one-hit kill only because, you know, our current movement pattern feels very, very Mega Man-ish. Or Mega Man X-ish, I should say. Opening some shortcuts. If I had known all of this was here, I probably wouldn't have just gone back and forth on that previous area, but oh well. Hey look, a symbol for a bench. Let's go get the bench. Oh. Well, that's a little rude of you. Will they do that again? They will not do that again. Oh, no, wait a minute. They don't have a doorbell. I did definitely get punked, yes. Already activated that. Okay. That's fine. Head down this way. They won't let me pass through that door unless I challenge them. So, let's challenge them. Meet the Mantis Lords. I would describe this as the game's first, like, big test boss fight. They really don't allow you much room to breathe. They are nice. If you think they're nice now, just wait. Why did I do that? Okay. There. That's what I wanted to do. Nope, wrong. Come on. Come on. Okay, just walk into that, that's fine. Okay. That's alright, I got one heal out of it. Okay, that's not good. Because there's 3 of them. They give you just one to, like, warm up. I do want to say I freaking love this, like, boss fight structure. They give you just one of these to start with. And then they pit you against 2 at once. But you already know the attack mechanics, so it's not like you're flying blind at this point. Risky. That was a bad decision. My brother figured out, like, the perfect spot to stand whenever they do that, and I don't remember what it is. Okay, it wouldn't work here. It would work here. Okay. That's, like, the only safe spot to stand in this entire fight. Or at least this entire second half of it. Okay, there's one. That's good. And that's the other. Okay. Not too shabby. That took me a few tries the first time I did it. And they all bow. They all give a bow. We did not kill them. And now they allow us passage through this door. Hooray! Welcome to Deep Nest. We don't really want to be here. Hey, it's Cornifer. This place gives me the creeps. Vicious little creatures burst out all over the place, and the passages are a dark, twisting maze. Unless you're well prepared, I'd urge you to leave, though if you're feeling strong enough to descend, would you like to buy my map? He's selling it to us for dirt cheap compared to his usual. What a horrid warren of angry beasts. It's going to take a whole lot of effort to climb out of this dark pit. I think I'll hide here a little longer. And he won't go any further in than this. There's a lot to Deep Nest. He's explored barely any of it. So if you ever wanted to see where all the creepy crawlies in this whole game are, this is the zone for them. And I'm not going to do it yet because there's a cutscene I've actually never seen that I think I only unlock by going the intended route. Yeah, this is the creepy crawlies zone. If you don't like, I'm not going to spoil too much, but if you don't like, I guess, centipedes and spiders, you're not going to have a good time in Deep Nest.
Deep Nest is where you find all the bugs that eat other bugs.
Yeah, that's a good way to look at it. Here's a neat thing. Because we just beat the Mantis Lords, the Mantises here... I had to pause for a moment because Mantises does not sound like a word. The Mantises here will not attack you on sight anymore. We can still attack them, and they will... That will get aggro from them, but as long as we keep to ourselves, they won't go after us. And I actually meant to go down, just for a moment, because that means there's something else important. Oh, that's cute. They don't even have contact damage now. That's really cute. I don't think I've ever tested that before. So how about that bench? And a bow for good measure. Thank you. Thank you kindly. And a treasure chest you shouldn't have. The Mark of Pride. Freely given by the Mantis tribe to those they respect, greatly increases the range of the bearer's nail, allowing them to strike foes from further away. I've never used it. Not to say that it wouldn't be useful, just that That looked really, really stupid. I promise there was a reason I did that, and it's because I thought on the way up I heard a grub, and I needed to check and see if there were any invisible walls around, or, you know, fake walls. And a seal of Hallownest. Thank you. That looks like a thing. It is a thing. It's just... Oh, wow. Okay. I hope I'm not robbing them. Still, that's everything. Scarf, I'm wondering about the logistics of selling Geo on the Deep Nest. I mean, like, Geo is money, so... Is the idea that we're getting more money for selling our money on the deep web? Is that how that works? Doesn't feel like that's how that works. Yeah, geo is money. Nope. It is this game's equivalent to money. Whether it always functioned as money, I can't say, but it seems like everyone deals in it, so I'm going to assume the answer is yes. This where? This isn't where. I'm trying to remember where we saw Hornet. I could definitely just check here, huh? Yeah, okay. Off this way. Just up a tiny bit more. Over here. This nifty little labyrinth here. I say nifty little labyrinth and then I take damage from it, so maybe it's not that nifty. Oh, hey. Nothing earth-shattering, but it's handy. Lets us refill our soul gauge a little bit. And now we don't have to do that labyrinth every time we want to cross this bridge. Just real quick, I'm going to take this opportunity to point to something in the journal. The boss we fought a while back on our first playthrough. Where is it? It should be the False Knight. Here we go. The False Knight's armor, compare that to this statue here. It's pretty much the exact same armor. And the False Knight dropped a key item we haven't found a use for yet, the city crest here, which says it has an insert on the back that would fit into a slot, and sure enough, there is a socket on the large knight statue's chest. We insert the crest, and this door opens. It's probably fine that there's more corpses scattered about, right? That's a... Oh. I completely forgot that closed off behind me. Okay. Is there any way back? This feels like it should be a... It is a way back, but not in a traditional sense. Okay. I get it. I get what we need now. The first time I played this game, I didn't come through here for a while. I think I actually went and took care of Deep Nest first. Okay, right, those explode. Yeah, the first time I played this, I went and took care of Deep Nest before coming here, so the intended path here is actually new to me. But we are coming up across this man. We are also coming across one of my favorite zones in the entire game for its soundtrack alone. Not to say that the environment isn't good, quite the opposite. I saw that. The great gates have been sealed. None shall enter, none shall leave.
The capital lies before us, my friend. What a somber place it seems, and one that holds the answers to many a mystery. I too have felt the pull of this place, though now I sit before it, I find myself hesitant to descend. Is it fear, I wonder, or something else that holds me back? The city looks to be built into an enormous cavern, and the rain pours down from cracks in the stone above. There must be a lot of water up there somewhere. I suppose if the cave roof stayed strong this long, it should hold for us. Before I leave this kingdom, I'd like to see where all that water comes from. What a sight it must be. If you look down from here through the rain, you can just make out those twisted sentries, their husks still stuck in endless patrol. I'd be cautious around them, my short friend. Their training will not have been forgotten. This city presents some formidable foes. Isn't this a wonderful spot for a rest? I so love the sound of the rain upon glass.
Welcome to the City of Tears. In the kingdom's heyday, the City of Tears was the capital of Hallownest, but since whatever happened to cause the kingdom to fall into ruin, the city too has fallen into disrepair. I believe this is just normal water, yep. We can swim. Important detail. Right? Busy city streets locked in eternal rainfall. It's gorgeous. And here we see a very important looking sign that looks to be a nail like what we have. And there's more nails discarded along the path here. The distant sound of a hard-working smith, if ever I've heard one. Have you brought me another nail to be honed? Leave it on the ground and return later if you're still breathing. Huh? Oh, I thought you were someone else. After a nailsmith, are you? Well, you've found one. I'm not much for talk, but if it's a nail that needs repair, then you've come to the right bug. Your own nail is in quite a sorry state. It's obviously not one of mine.
Still, anything can be refined with enough effort and skill, even that broken blade. If you'd like, I can reforge your nail. It'll make the blade far more deadly.
Why not?
Junsha.
As you wish. I'll get to work then.
Garadel
There we
Akari.
go. The reforging is complete. I've honed your nail's edge. You'll find it much stronger than it used to be. Head out there and test its strength against your foes.
Vendazu.
You're still here. Is there something else you want? If you bring me a piece of pale ore, I can forge it into your nail and make it stronger still.
So that's the catch. Our first nail upgrade only costs Geo, but from here on out, we're going to need at least one piece of sharpened ore, or not sharpened ore, pale ore per upgrade. But for now, we do have a better nail than we started with, so... Sure enough, those enemies used to take 2 hits for the flying bug and 3 for the grounded one, and now they only take 1 hit for the flying bug and 2 for the grounded one. These guys used to take 5 hits. Let's see how many they take now. 4. Already a vast improvement over what we had before. I will happily take that, even if it is just stage 1. The guards can't swim. Definitely just avoid those. Another bit of sound design in this game that I appreciate is that those particularly dangerous enemies have a... I don't know what they're saying. But particularly dangerous enemies in this game, by and large, have, like, immediately obvious sound cues to tell you they're around, which I appreciate. All the bugs in this game, to get back to what you were asking, instead of just leaving it at I don't know what they're saying, all the bugs in this game seem to speak a language that is not human, which is appropriate because, you know, they're bugs. And that's not a through street. Anything of note up here? Yes, there is Yeah, kind of a funny result. Saved another grub. I think the damage of our magic attacks scales directly with the damage of our nail. More paper means more cornifer. Isn't this a change from those twisting natural caverns? The rain does cast something of a sadness upon it all, but the architecture is simply splendid. Charting such a different space is quite the challenge, though one I have eagerly undertaken. Perhaps you'd care to purchase a copy of my achievements so far? We've both come far to reach this grand place. While I'm about these buildings... Oh, no, sorry. While I'm about these buildings, I must remember to collect a trinket or two for Iselda. A toll machine with the symbol of a bench. I think this is one of the benches that I find particularly cute in this game. Maybe? Yep. An unfolding bench. What will they think of next? Oh! I didn't remember Zote being here. Hi. Watch where you're going, you soggy vagabond. I don't want you splashing me. I've had a miserable time trying to keep dry. I am Zote the Mighty, a knight of great renown. If I decide that I'm going to stay dry, then that's what's going to happen. Curse this wretched city. Water and monsters constantly fall from above. It's no wonder this blasted kingdom fell to ruin. Have you seen them? The guards who still patrol this city even after dying? Being overly devoted to one's duties is no virtue. So there's an interesting bit of story for you. The guards we've been fighting are already dead. This is an ugly environment. Good question. Hey, a key. Very nice. There's a limited number of doors in the game, so there's a limited number of keys. Very, very astute. Very clever for you to have picked that up. Good work. I didn't latch on to the fungi... latch on. I didn't latch on to the fungi implication until much later. Another one of those weird little trees. By now, we have enough pieces to put together a rather crucial detail about the situation we're dealing with in this ruined kingdom. If you haven't picked up on it, that's fine. A lot of this game's storyline is going to be drip-fed to you, and you can really only pick up on certain elements early if you're paying close attention. A Wanderer's Journal. I'm not going to say too much about the game's story. I'm going to let it unfold as it happens, but I do think one of the best things about this game is that you can piece together the story little by little, just in advance of what you actually see in the game itself. If any of you would like to try your hand at speculation, you're more than welcome to. Obviously, I would prefer it if nobody that already knows how the story goes offers any speculation. I remember this station well. A common trip it was. Goods from all over the kingdom were transported here. Not a lot was sent back the other way, though. That's a detail I am going to comment a little bit on because I don't think it factors too much into the rest of the game. The fact that a large amount of goods were being brought into the capital, but not a lot ever came out, suggests that the capital and the folks living in it were much, much better off than the folks outside its gates. Obviously, since everything's in a state of disrepair now, that doesn't matter too much, but it's interesting to see how Hollow Nest... Hollow Nest? I think it's Hollow Nest used to function. Pretty typical monarchy, it seems like. Had a king, had a queen. Had a lot of impoverished folks living outside the main city, as it were. The lucky folks that got to live in the city were pretty well protected, though obviously whatever's happened to make the kingdom fall to ruin has managed to slip in here to some degree. Because why else would we be being attacked, right? These are either people overly worried about whatever happened to the rest of the kingdom, or these are people who fell to the same thing that claimed the rest of it in the first place. And I mean, we did just get told that all the guards we've encountered already are dead, so that spells it out pretty clearly. Whatever it seems claimed the rest of the kingdom obviously managed to find its way here. Oh, I found my way here already. Hold on, hold on. I don't want to be here yet. I do want to be here, just not yet. It's not a boss fight stage, but it does lead to one. Open that up. Are we going up or down? Down. Okay. These enemies are giving me a little bit more trouble than they probably ought to. But that's just how Souls-likes are sometimes. Aye, aye. Come searching for rare items, have you? Well, hands off. This collection is mine, and I won't be selling to grubby little wanderers. Still, I imagine you come across many interesting things in your travels. Maybe you'd care to part with some? I'll offer a fair trade for each. Wanderer's Journal. These journals give us an interesting glimpse into the minds and hearts of those who lived before us. They're a common find, so I can't offer you too much for them. Hallownest Seal. These ornate seals were the official symbols of the king and his knights, and were treasured by those who carried them. The king and his knights are long gone, but the seals still hold value as curiosities. I'll pay a modest price for them. So these little useless collectibles we've been finding along the way can be turned into Lem here in exchange for Geo.
Oh, Paul.
No touching the antiques. My stock is not for sale. Still, if you've managed to come upon any interesting trinkets during your travels, I may be willing to trade. Step over to the counter here and I'll see what you've got. There's a forgotten history hidden in this kingdom's antiques, though few seem willing to look. Others come just to claw away at the cracks and ruins. Scavengers and thieves. It's contemptible. We've talked enough, I think. Relics need cleaning, texts need deciphering. Out with you, this isn't a museum. May as well. A Hallownest seal, eh? Very interesting, this. Do you know of the kingdom's 5 great knights? They're revered figures of Hallownest, often mentioned in the annals of the kingdom, but only as a group. Both their names and appearance seem to have been expunged from history. So long has passed since their time. It'd be a grand achievement to discover their identities. Another Hallownest seal? Pass it over. Ah, I enjoy collecting their like, but there's little information to be gleaned of each. Mind you, they do keep a nice shine about them, and there's nothing wrong with appreciating something purely on aesthetic merits. A Hallownest seal, eh? Give it here. Do you have anything else for me? If not, get your damp little self out of my home. Another Hallownest seal. Others have told me there's a statue out by the city's entrance depicting a large, knightly figure. Could be one of the kingdom's great 5. I'd have looked it over myself, but the gate's long been shut tight, and it's too much hassle taking the long way around with all those blasted husks about. A Wanderer's Journal, eh? Though they're common finds about the kingdom, I much enjoy the deciphering of their text. Read together, they paint a morbid tale. It seems fate was unkind to most who travel within Hallownest's ruin. Looks like you don't have any more relics on you. If you manage to find any in good condition, bring them to me and I'll give you a fair amount of Geo for them. $3,504. That's a really good amount of Geo to have this early on. A mechanism with a simple keyhole. Yeah, you know what? Why not? The Royal Waterways. I'm trying to get as much as I can to deposit at the bank. 3,500 seems like it's close, but I'd like to have the maximum. Oh, okay, that explosion lingers a little bit. I forgot. That's all right. I love these little critters. You hit them and they flip over and change their attack pattern. It's cute. Right now they just crawl, but if I were to approach and hit one, it would start jumping at me instead. That was a complete circle. Heads for I don't like those. Flukemon. Worm-like creature that prefers damp, dark habitats. Makes some real gross noises the entire time. Never mind the fact that both the upper and lower halves both... I said both twice. Turn into separate enemies once you defeat the main one. Yes. This slow, somber music playing in here. You are in time for bugs, yes. Welcome to bugs. Well, someone sounds jubilant. Even more jubilant. Yeah, why not? Okay, great start. Say hello to Dung Defender. Okay, I really need to watch what I'm doing. Yeah, Dung Defender's pretty great, just in general. I love that he kind of struggles on his back once we've knocked him over. Yeah, it's all dung. Okay. Alright. Play cool. There we go. He just sinks back in the background. Defender's Crest. I don't remember what that does. Unique charm bestowed by the King of Hallownest to his most loyal knight. Scratched and dirty, but still cared for. Causes the bearer to emit a heroic odor. I'll pass. I didn't hear what you said. It is certainly a way of describing it, yes. I would say that that was maybe the silliest boss in the game. And I think now if we come back... Nope, okay. I don't actually remember what's down here. It's been a while. Seems a bit ominous, though, doesn't it? All these weird black particles floating around, the smoke. Okay. That wasn't safe. Not a lot of spots that are safe here, though. Okay. What's at the bottom of this shaft? More creepy crawlies. Come on. Thank you. Okay. Come on. Thank you. Nothing. Oh. Do I want to be here? A mechanism with a slot for some kind of pass, and we can't do anything with that yet. I honestly can't remember what's down this way, even. Oh. Okay. Do I want to be here this soon? I mean, there's ostensibly no reason not to be, but... it's kind of a dangerous environment for the enemies we're dealing with already. Oh. Already, huh? Hello, Cloth. Oh, my friend, you dealt with all of those beasts. I'm ashamed to say I was hiding. Those ghastly things chased me and I ran. If you hadn't come along, who knows if I'd have ever survived. Others take me for a fearsome warrior, what with my impressive size, but this kingdom's beasts, I wonder if I'm just no match for them. Enough! I cannot wallow in my weakness. I must take strength from your example. You act so confident in battle. You show no fear before your foes. I'll try my best to do the same. I look forward to our next contact, tiny savior. Then you'll meet a warrior with courage to match your own. I love Cloth. They're playing danger music, which is appropriate. And now it's gone. I am on lower health than I'd like. Ooh. Hey, a chunk of pale ore. There we go. Now we can go and upgrade the nail again if we want. Anything? There we go. Take this one slow. we go. Nice. Okay. That was just a frustrating place for that to be. This is back... I hear you. A little factoid for anyone curious. I'm pretty sure that section with Cloth there is actually really, really important to her character and her story, such as it is. Not a lot of characters in this game have full-blown stories, but a few of them do have crucial moments where if you don't help them, they will actually die. Like, you will not see them again. And I'm pretty sure we just got Cloth out of her pivotal moment. Yeah, it's a lot like Dark Souls in that regard. But a lot more convenient, if you ask me. How about down here? Oh! I recognize this place. Welcome to the ancient basin. There's pretty much nothing going on here. Don't even worry about it. True servant gives all for the kingdom. Let Hallownest's pale king relieve you of your burden. No. Definitely not. I don't even remember what we're supposed to do with that. If anything. Oh, you know what, though? That was actually a bit of an appearance from the king. Old caverns, these ones. Can't you just feel the weight of the kingdom above? It's a heavy thing, all right. I reckon not many would reach these depths. We're pioneers, you and I, at least in recent history. It's a long trek back to the shop from here. I'll be resting my legs a little longer. Not too long, though. It wouldn't do to have Iselda worrying after me. There's no rocks down here. That's probably a lie. There's almost certainly rocks down here. Statistically speaking, there's at least one rock down here. Higher beings, these words are for you alone. Our pure vessel has ascended. Beyond lies only the refuse and regret of its creation. We shall enter that place no longer. That's probably not an important door. Oh, we're within spitting distance of the palace grounds. Can we actually get there, though? Doesn't look like we can, huh? That's unfortunate. Looks like there's something off this way, though, so maybe something interesting here. A toll machine with the symbol of a bench. 150 geo. Sounds good. I'm going to take this opportunity to take a 3 or 4 minute break. Sorry. I would try not to do this midstream, but I kind of need to. Just enjoy the night napping for a bit, I suppose. Were I a capable video editor, I would probably have used... Am I on? Is it working? Were I a capable video editor, I probably would have taken this opportunity before uploading this stream to cut those little bits of wait time out, but I'm not. So sorry for the wait. And at the same time, thank you all for waiting. And just to make sure, yep, okay, microphone's back, and we're good to go. Looks like there's more over that way. But I can't figure out how to get that way. So for now, there's a section of the map that we just can't access. At least one. Which I guess means we're done with the ancient basin for the time being. But it's interesting that that says palace grounds, because we haven't heard any talk of a royal palace before. You know, I'm actually going to go back down just for a second. I want to check something. Because my gut is telling me, yeah, okay, there's no way. My gut was telling me there that there was maybe a bug or something here, by which I mean an insect, not a glitch, that I could have pogoed off of to get up there early, but nope, definitely not. Wow, how did that miss me? My gamer instincts are returning. I remember now. I was good at Hallow. Forget it. Joke's dead. Okay, now. It does sound a little bit like they're saying brother, but I think it's more like a brava. Maybe, if I had to guess. Ah. Well, that was definitely the long way around, but the thing that I actually came here for in the first place is back behind us, I think. Yeah, it's back behind us. I was gonna say it's right in front of us, but no. I think it's over here. Yeah, here we go. So, I've never seen this cutscene before. Again we meet, little ghost. I'm normally quite perceptive. You, I underestimated, though I've since guessed the truth. You've seen beyond this kingdom's bounds. Yours is resilience born of two voids. It's no surprise, then, that you've managed to reach the heart of this world. In so doing, you shall know the sacrifice that keeps it standing. If, knowing that truth, you'd still attempt a role in Hallownest's perpetuation,
Seek the grave in ash, and the mark it would grant to one like you. Memorial to the Hollow Knight. In the black vault far above, through its sacrifice, Hallownest lasts eternal. So this, when I first stumbled across it, was the first big wait a minute, what moment in the game for me, because I thought this entire time that we were the Hollow Knight. So who are we? That's Homestuck. Scarf, you're now banned for posting Homestuck. I don't know what to tell you. You had one shot. One opportunity. This is everything you ever wanted. One moment. And you captured it. You didn't let it slip. How do these guys work again? All I remember is these guys hit, like, really, really hard. I do not want to be hit by one of these if I can help it. That was the wrong way. Oh, like that. Okay, yeah. Whew. Just barely. Something's gonna kill me. Something stupid is going to kill me in like 3 seconds. Well, it's not gonna be that. It might be that, though. I'm fine. I'm not fine. I'm fine. You know what probably would have benefited me is if I'd gone and gotten that nail upgrade first. This is not an efficient way to deal with these. And yet, I did deal with them. Stag Station over there. Let's explore around here a little bit more first, just in case. They have a lot of health, yeah. And they hit very hard. They'll get much easier to deal with as we continue to upgrade the nail, but for now they are tanks. Not yet. I don't actually remember what's in there, and I want to be sure I'm opening the right door. Anything in here? Oh.
Just barely. Glad I survived that. Give me another 3 seconds. Aha. Aha! That's what we like. That's what we want to see. 4,628 geo. That should be more than enough to go and get the bank filled up. I do. I have a lot of monies. I should heal. Okay. I'll be sure not to deposit anything in the bank until Starry says that she's back. 'Cause the cutscene you get, or not cutscene per se, but more like a little bit of dialogue you get for just filling the bank up outright is kind of funny. Oh, that just goes back down. Okay. I think I actually just want to go across this way. Okay. Take a moment to upgrade the nail again. Oh, you've returned. I see you have some pale ore. A rare, fine metal, that. Give me the ore and some geo for my efforts, and I'll reforge your nail to make it stronger. Oh. Shit, I'm gonna say no. You're not interested then? Suit yourself. Welcome back. You know what? Let's rest at this bench. Oh, jeez. Broken arm does not sound fun. I mean, obviously they're okay now. I probably would have done something like that, not gonna lie. In hindsight, yes. jungle wastes. Oh, right, I can't actually do that. It's up and around, right? I would love to learn how to do a wall jump in real life. Okay, I have to go even more up and around. Surprised I didn't get that lever already, actually. Oh, wow, okay. I think I see the path I have to take. Alright. Okay, that does not slow them down at all. They just keep charging right through whatever attack you throw at them. Got it. Can I go through here? I don't suppose this is where I was trying to go. Doesn't look like it. Gotta go up. This is why I appreciate that they give the player a map. And it's so easy to get, too, because at times these paths can be a little bit confusing. That was a good bounce, though. Exactly. Is this where I want to be? I don't think it is. No, this seems fine. I think. Wait. Oh. Come on, I want to get to the bank before we have to sign off. I was very worried there were spikes below me. That would have been a very unceremonious death. Fortunately, I'm immune to stupid deaths now. I'm inviting disaster by saying that, huh? Symbol of a lift. Not just yet. Still on track. Kind of taking the long way around here. I want to go to the fungal wastes. Actually, yeah, okay. If I take the stag way, that should be fine. This is not the stag way. This is the stag way. You know, the sign that was right there with the picture of the stag on it. How was I supposed to know? Oh, hey, Tiso. Pale thing. You use these old lines? Pathetic. A real warrior carries himself to combat. He has no need for such convenience. Leave me be. It's the arena I seek. I've already wasted far too long on these cursed roads. Okay, hold on a moment. Where am I trying to get to? My boy, this peace is what all true warriors strive for. It's fungal wastes. Oh! Okay, so it's between fungal wastes and... Okay, Queen's Station should be the closest. Ah, Scarf, alright. Thank you for tuning in. It's only like 10 more minutes until the end of the stream, but... If you have to leave, you have to leave. Enjoy your day. I just realized I can probably get that now, but let's save that until after I've done the thing I actually set out to do here in the first place, huh? Only if you can afford to. I don't want to make you do it. Alright. Well, I'll try to make this quick then. We can go up this way now, which is neat. Very handy. Legally obligated, yes. Is this the right way, even? God damn it, come on. This is not the right way. Shit, where is it? Okay, maybe... Okay, no. I see. Fog Canyon is, like... I see where it is. Come on. So it should just be a straight cut across here. Yep. Okay. So let's go ahead and make a deposit.
Hello, dearie. Keen to do some banking?
Gio, kalala.
Goodbye then. Stay safe.
Destio, Gio.
Huh.
Gio, kalala.
Okay, I thought there was a cutscene for this. I think I need to go to a bench and then come back. Down this way, right? Yeah. Okay, stay on the bench. Now that we've done that, I think that acts like a bonfire and kind of refreshes the state of the world around you. So if I'm correct, then we go back here. Yeah, that's weird. So we've just lost 4,500 geo. And I think that's going to be where we call it for this stream. Yeah. Okay. So, it's about all the time we have for the stream, folks. I would love to keep playing, obviously. Hollow Knight is one of my favorite games of all time. I'm surprised I didn't get a particularly strong reaction at the fact that I just lost 4,500 geo, but maybe it doesn't seem like that big a deal to folks, or maybe I just didn't give it time to really simmer. I think it's hilarious that she sets herself up as a bank, and then when you make a deposit that big, I deposited it, yeah, but she's not a bank. She was a thief. She set herself up as a bank, but the stand she was using was cardboard. It was a cardboard cutout. And as we walk away from the stand, once we've tipped it over, the sign pointing to it even falls off its hinges, like it was very hastily set up. So she just took off with 4,500 geo. Impromptu bank. Yes. All right. Thank you all very much for attending. My next stream is going to be January 5th at 2 p.m. Pacific, as per usual. I'm looking forward to seeing as many of you there as can make it. Before we go, the obligatory plugs. I was about to say flugs. You'd think writing this script, I would be able to say the things correctly. I can't even set the things up correctly half the time, so, you know. Up. That's not supposed to be there. Twitch had its sound on the moment I had tuned into that tab. Anyway, if you've missed a stream or just want to rewatch an old favorite, I try to upload every stream within about an hour of the stream itself ending, so check in soon. You can find it on YouTube at Strawbunny Slime Stream Archives. That's Strawbunny Slime, all one word, or by following that link. Second, if you want to stay up to date on when a stream's going live or just chat with other stream goers between episodes, I have an announcement Discord. This next link will only be valid for a day or so now's the time to jump in if you're interested. Third and finally, I do hate to ask for funding, but I'm working my way toward 15 subscribers to unlock my second emote slot. A tier 1 sub is $4.99 a month and gets you access to the Cog Champ emote and hopefully soon the Shade Bunny emote. If you can't commit to a sub, you can consider donating. The button's on my About page right here on Twitch. One slight complication I do want to say real quick regarding this. Twitch only allows cash outs once you've reached about $100 built up, and I'm currently at $25 and I think 71 cents, which is frustrating because if I don't get 75 more bucks, that's just going to be in limbo forever. This blows. This whole system blows, can I just say. But yeah, if you can subscribe, consider it. I would greatly appreciate it. If you can donate, same deal. And that's going to be it for me money grubbing. That'll do it for this stream. Thank you all again for attending. Hope to see you at the next one on, I just said the 5th, January 5th at 2 p.m. Till then, I'm Strawbunny Slime. This has been Strawbunny Slime Streams. Thanks for watching and enjoy the rest of your day.